I'm here to bring you good news. And that good news is yes, you can thrive and find happiness after a divorce, after coming out of a relationship. And I am living proof. Hi, I'm Leanne and welcome to my channel. I Say This With Love 33. This is my channel about my true, raw, authentic stories. And I have just come out of a 4-year journey of healing and getting out of a marriage of 40 years and not knowing what I was going to do, where I was going to live, how I was going to survive. No self-confidence, no anything. I was at my rock bottom, and now today, 4 years later, I am living my best life. And I want you to all know it's available to all of you too. It's a choice. Yeah, going through divorce, going through those hard, rocky times in your marriage, and you're thinking and you're feeling, I'm not really sure if I want to be married anymore. And then I was thinking, because of my beliefs and the way I was raised, I'm going to go to hell if I ask for a divorce. I took my vows. I have to be married forever. What am I going to do? What is my family going to do? What's going to happen with my home and all the material things? And you know what? All that stuff can go to the side because none of that material bullshit matters. What matters is you, your body, your soul, your happiness, what you came to this earth to do. I had no idea about any of this, and I have gone in so deep and healed so much in these past 4 years, and I have found complete bliss, complete joy, complete forgiveness for myself, most of all, and for everybody else and everything else in my life that I thought was not working out the way that I expected it to be. I learned how to release expectations. But throughout the process of realizing and admitting I'm in an unhappy marriage and I don't want to do this anymore, I need to step away to save myself. And then I grew the balls to say it and to go through with it and to do it. And that was hard. It worked. And then I went through the divorce process. I did it. I did it all online. I didn't have attorneys. Like, I was able to do it with love and grace and as much compassion as I possibly could for myself, my family, my ex-husband. Because yeah, I was at a space where I was like, you're this and you're that and you do this and you do that and I'm just a poor innocent victim. But I know now that wasn't the way that it was. That wasn't the truth, but that was my perspective at that time. So I felt like a victim, but I did it, and I did it with love, and I made it through, and I got myself into yoga, and I got myself into understanding and meditating, and I got myself into some seminars that took you inward and taught how to do breath work and to meditate and to release generational trauma and to heal that inner child. And that's phenomenal, and I highly recommend that for anybody. But anybody out there, guys, women, that's what I know because I am a woman. If you are at a space and you are thinking about maybe stepping away from your marriage, you know your relationship is toxic, it's not healthy, you might be abused verbally, physically, emotionally, mentally, I don't know, but I'm saying listen to that voice inside of you, listen to your gut, your intuition. And although your nervous system and your fears are going to push back and be like, no, I don't want to leave. I'll just stay. Everything's okay. I can do this. I've already done it for so many years, but I don't know how I would eat. I don't know how I would bring in money. I don't know how I would divide properties. I don't know how I would go on into the world. I don't know how my social circle would fare out. Like all the self-limiting doubts that we feel, poof, let those go. Don't let those hold you back, because if you really stop and listen to the inner self, your body, your gut, your intuition, you know what's right. You know what you need to do, but it might be too scary to do it. I got it. I was there. I lived that way for years. So I have walked this walk. So now I am here to talk the talk. And I had a lot of dark years, and I had a lot of years of like not really knowing what end was up and what I was going to do and how would I ever find happiness, because I'm just screwing everything up. I'm such a failure. My marriage failed, like this failed, that failed, like blah, blah, blah. All the shit that I put upon myself has been released. So to get through the process of acknowledging I didn't want to be married anymore, going through the divorce, getting rid of all the stuff that I had accumulated over 40 years with my ex-husband and starting fresh, going into a home that was mine, picking the carpet I wanted, choosing all the decor that I wanted, and more importantly, having my home be my sanctuary, a place of peace. I can't explain how important it is to have a space where you feel safe in, because after you come out of a marriage or a relationship for multiple years, and that marriage might be toxic or it might be abusive, your nervous system is still like this, and there's work to do. And there's needs to be a space where you can remind yourself and tell your nervous system and your heart and your soul, I am safe. And your home needs to be that space. And I have created my dream home, and it is so peaceful, and it has so much love and beauty, and I just absolutely love my solitude here in my home. I have created this. I chose to create a life of peace, of joy, of honoring me first and filling my cup so then I can pour into others. And it's available to all of you. So if you're in a space and you're thinking, I might be leaving, I might be getting a divorce, I don't know, I'm too scared, I might stay, I might not be able to make the choice to move forward because my fear and my nervous system says, no, we need to stay, we already know what we have and we're still surviving. But trust me, listen to your inner gut. If it's calling you, make that move. Start journaling. Start acknowledging you, what you want, what you desire. What are your desires in life? You were a soul person before you got married or got into a relationship, and then you kind of lose yourself during that time and become like a couple, and then you come out and you're like, well, who the hell am I? What do I want? And I was in such a dark space within myself, which then exuded out into my marriage, as well as, other issues. But I want to offer to you to heal yourself. Go in and heal you. Because if you're a mom, if you're an aunt, if you're a grandma, whatever your titles are in your life, if you can go in and heal your inner self, your inner child, fulfill you without having guilt, shame, or fear, you're gonna exude that to the rest of the family, and they're gonna see you making positive changes in your life and feeling and living in peace. And then that energy is gonna go over to them. So by you healing yourself, you're gonna be also healing your family. And I know that sounds a little bit weird, and I had a hard time understanding that at first, but I'm telling you, it is true. It is pure wisdom. And to feel so amazing and to feel free and to feel peace and joy. And I've got me and Mittens here, my little assistant. It's me and Mittens living in this beautiful house, living our peaceful life. No more fear. No more shame, no more guilt, no more chaos and like heavy feelings, and no more resentment. You can work through these things to release them. And I release every day. I go out and I ground. I go for a walk in nature. I take my shoes off. I walk my feet in the grass, the sand, the dirt, wherever I can be in nature, because nature has energy. Go around the trees, look at the beautiful flowers, the ocean, the mountains, whatever it is that you can get to, go outside and exist in nature for a while, a little bit every day. I found peace in journaling. I found it in hot yoga. Going into yoga helped to rebuild me or even build me, because I didn't like myself. I fully didn't love myself. And when I walked into that first yoga class and I was like this, and I had so much shame, and I didn't want anybody to look at me, and I didn't want anybody to see my body or my broken self, because I had always walked around with my head held high, and now all of a sudden I found myself in a space of like, oh my God, I'm getting divorced. I hate myself. I hate my body. I hate my life. I hate everything. So I didn't want to be seen, but I forced myself to go to that yoga class. It was pulling me. Something was pulling me into there. And I slowly began to learn to like myself and then to love myself. I found healing through meditation. I found healing through dancing, movement of the body, walking, exercising, swimming, whatever it is that your body calls for and that you love, do it. Honor that, because it's going to help to release like trapped, stagnant energies and perhaps process some of the traumas that you have endured and gone through. Because most of us walking around here on earth have unprocessed traumas that we have not dealt with. And that's why we are living in such a chaotic, heavy, dark world. And I am proof that there is light after darkness if you choose to get there. Took me a long time to get there. And there's no magic pill that's going to create like, oh yeah, I'm fine. Yeah, everything's great. Nope. It takes hard work. It takes blood, sweat, and tears. But you can find your happiness. You can find peace. You can find the life of your dreams if you choose to do so after a divorce. I truly am living the life that I have desired my whole life. I live in bliss every day. I live my best life. I am open to receive everything God has to offer me. Whatever you believe in, God, source, universe, Allah, like all the things, whatever your belief is, let go and let God. Because if you choose it, it's going to happen. If it's your desire and you put it out there and you voice it to God, source, universe, it's going to happen if it's the right path for you. So just have hope. Offer yourself grace. Offer yourself peace. Offer yourself space for time. Allow yourself to feel your feelings, to cry it out, to run it out, to scream it out, to dance it out, however you need to release that in trapped energy in a positive manner, not in drugs or sex or addictions, but in healthy ways. Allow it. Everybody's on their own timeline, but I do say this with love. It's possible. This is my knowledge, my wisdom, my experience. I have walked that walk of despair and brokenness and complete unknowing to the point where I was like, you know what? I'd rather live in the gutter than stay in this marriage. This is bullshit. And you know, I truly thought I might be living in the gutter, but I didn't care because like anything could have been better than in the space that I was in at that time. So again, offer yourself grace and love. Know that there is hope. There is the ability to thrive after you come out of an abusive relationship, a narcissistic relationship, any kind of relationship that was not meeting your soul. Let's leave it at that, you know? Okay. I do say this with love. Thank you for being here. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button. Me and Mitten say thank you for being here and namaste. Say bye, Mittens.